Hey guys, it's Natalie. Today I'm going to be doing swatches and a review of the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette. This palette retails for $40 and it contains 10 eyeshadows and then a face and eye highlight. This palette is inspired by kaleidoscopes and unicorns, so it does contain a lot of shimmery shades. There is one matte eyeshadow. Not blinding you guys. It does contain one matte eyeshadow, which is really good, and it's what I have in my crease today. I do think this palette is a good deal for $40. I think it would pair really nicely with an all matte shadow palette, such as the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. If you don't have a lot of makeup, I feel like this has all of the eyeshadows that you would need, and as a collector of makeup, I do think that this is also worth it because it has a lot of shades that I haven't seen in a lot of other palettes. I really like the formula of Tarte eyeshadows, and I like how well they blend. I didn't notice a lot of fallout with these eyeshadows, like them getting on my face or anything, and yeah, I like it. I like this palette. I think that it's definitely worth the $40. This palette is the same size as their Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palettes. To put it into comparison, this is the eyeshadow palette compared to a Jeffree Star highlighter. So it is smaller than most eyeshadow palettes. This highlighter is like ridiculously large, but I do feel like this eyeshadow palette is of a good size. So if you want to hang tight, we'll get into the swatches. getting into the tutorial, I already primed my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm going to take the shade Myth, which is the only matte shade, and I'm going to run that through my crease with a fluffy blending brush. It's blending really well, and it's very pigmented, but not too pigmented. I think that it's a really good transition shade in my opinion. I do wish that there were more matte shades in this palette, but I think it would pair well with a lot of matte palettes. Alrighty. So next I'm gonna take the shade Magic right here, which is a deep bronze metallic, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner, and I'm gonna blend it up. I don't want to take it too high into my crease because I don't tend to like how metallic shades look in my crease. But I just want to blend it to make sure there's no harsh edges, and I want it to transition well and add a little bit of dimension to the look. I don't feel like I really have to build the colors up to get the pigmentation that I want from them, which is good. So this is going to be a super easy look to do because there aren't that many matte shades. I don't feel like there's a lot of ways to make dimension in it. So I'm kind of just using, like I used that Magic shade to create the depth. So next I'm gonna take the shade Marvel right here, which is kind of like a greenish gold, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I am noticing a little bit of fallout, but not too much. I'm going to add a little bit more of Magic on the outer corner. And I'm going to blend to make sure there's no harsh edges. Taking a little bit more of Myth to help blend it out. And I'm going to add this Sephora contour eye pencil in Surfer Babe into my waterline. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to pick up Myth and put that on the lower lash line. And I'm gonna take the shade Fairy right here, which is like a metallic purple, and I'm gonna put that under the lower lash line as well, just for a pop of color. Alrighty, so that's the eye look. I'm going to highlight my inner corner using the center shade right here. It doesn't have a name. And I'm going to take this center shade again and use that as my highlight. For my lips, I'm going to take Tarteist lip paint in TBT. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I like how it turned out. I feel like it was super easy to achieve with the shades that are in the palette. I do wish the palette had more matte shades, but for $40, I feel like this is a really good palette and I feel like it's worth it. Especially if you don't have a lot of makeup. I feel like if you bought this and then you paired it with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is an all matte palette, you would be able to create an unlimited amount of looks. As a collector of makeup, I feel like this is a good purchase because it has a lot of shades that I don't see in a lot of other palettes. And it has a lot of dupes for shades that can be hard to get. So if you like this look, don't forget to hit the like button down below. Make sure you subscribe so you know when I put up new videos. And I'll see you later. Bye guys.